Welcome, everybody, to VAIL VRML Season 2, Week 8. My name is Nightfire with 2 E's, joining you in a top-tier battle of the best. The number 1 team in North America versus the number 2 team in North America. Both squads familiar with each other, to say the least. A history over the course of the existence of VRML, with both teams taking wins against each other in their existence against each other. REKT winning actually REKT losing in Season 2, AESIR winning in Season 1. And again, that back and forth is something that I think makes this rivalry even more exciting. It makes it why there's so many votes on the website for this matchup this afternoon. And the connoisseurs, I think, surprisingly in favor of AESIR today. I mean, maybe not surprisingly, considering they're undefeated. We'll go ahead and give the squad the ready, as we do have both teams in lobby ready to go for the start of our first map. And we should be driving into round number 1 in mere seconds. And there it is, the start of map 1 kicking off, taking us to Sunna to open up this series between these two squads. We'll pull up the match history again to get a perspective on how these teams have been performing on Sunna. And a stronger win rate, obviously, for AESIR. I think every win rate's going to be higher for AESIR against REKT, considering AESIR has yet to lose a map. Into it we go, round number 1, kicking off with, again, the AESIR squad on attack and REKT on the defense for our opening set here. REKT bolstering that skin on the knife, the REKT knife skin, exclusive to them, and something they earned in Season 2. We'll see if they're going to earn another one here as we get into, Season 1, rather. Wow. I'm getting my seasons mixed up. There's a lot of VR esports going on. There's a nice smoke, though. A good wall here, and a nice nade over the top that will catch Rusty out. As the smokes dissipate, the squads push up. Curry swinging out to catch Julian. On-site defense looking strong here, having a hard time for Mad Dog there in the trade to get control over the top of B site. Short B's all that's left on the rotation for defense. A long one coming in from Basil Maz. As a flash comes over the top, and just a little bit late, the scan does go down, and time isn't interrupted. But we are going to want to keep an eye on Basil, who is on this rotation. Most certainly to be identified by Fizz, and as those shots miss, Fizz very aware of this roto. 25 seconds for Psychillo and Basil to pinch on the duo here as Basil swings out, catches one. Psychillo up on the top, looking for more. Fighting against Fizz, and Psychillo wins. 15 seconds left to interrupt with plenty of time. REKT opening things up with a early defensive point on the board. Took them a little bit, and Basil goes down in the process. That's probably why Psychillo survived in that 2v1. But a dang good attempt coming in from the AESIR squad. And REKT managing to keep it alive. Start off strong. Not keep it alive. We're obviously all just in the beginning here. Standard 3-2-1 or 2-2-1 split, but a heavy stack swinging over towards B. Going to require some smokes to get across the coverage here coming in from defense's nades and utility come over trying to disrupt that swing. And the absolute failure to cross here. Finally a kill. Mad Dog gets one. Scanner's still down. Mad Dog hunting for more, but can't get it. And Rusty with a multi-kill, celebrating with some jumps. Finds themselves a second point for REKT. They go up 2-0. Had to double check that there weren't any bugs, as I was checking in on chat. TVR misleading me. How dare they? Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out on this fine Saturday afternoon for what is an exciting series. I anticipate this to be a bit more back and forth than it has started to be. Rusty's been a real thorn in the side, though, of this B site push so far. Dodging and weaving through the barrage of nades, finally exposed enough for Kodiak to catch the kill. Julian actually scooping that up. A nice nade, though, from Akari as they go bowling for Mad Dog. Another flash is going to stall them out. Enables Basil Maz to rotate up here. Akari getting aggressive and more shots coming in from that far side. Akari going to swing up the ladder, catch the kill, shut down the B rotation. Finally goes down to Kodiak on the flank, but not before losing everybody else on the attack into a 2v1 with Basil on site and another rotation coming in long. This worked for them last time. This time Basil's the one on the short corner, not swinging. Tarmac maybe waiting for Basil to give some audio cues, some information. Tarmac certainly aware of that sprint to the cross. Basil Maz probably queuing it in. Probably hears the scanner, knows it's there, and is waiting for them to push out for the scanner, and there's the trade. REKT up 3 pretty quickly as AESIR struggle to get on the board. Our fourth round, typically where we see teams either kind of snowball or stop the bleeding. A pretty vital round for AESIR here. You would imagine a site push, but maybe even predictable if they were to go for that at this stage. Even so, the REKT defense not risking over applying themselves to one side or the other. Sticking to that full spread, the 2-2-1. One up the middle, two on either site. In a similar fashion, looks like the offense may be pushing up into 2-2-1, hoping that they find some picks first to start their play, start their push. They've got one up through the center. They're going to need more to cross here safe. As I hit the wrong button, and Rusty catches one, looking for more, can't get it. Kodiak finds the kill. Another dead through the center, and Psychillo should be getting pinched at B site soon. At the very least, Basil Maz is alone, and there are plenty of offense alive. This is a great comeback round for AESIR, one they need. And one that's going to be very hard for this duo to get, especially with the rotation coming B site. That kill was necessary for them to have a chance, and with Basil Maz now tucked in all the way over at A, very much looks like a scanner down and a point for AESIR when they need it most. A shout out to all the folks tuning in. As the kill comes in there, I see Mustached, Abita, Infinite, T, Ebro, Paris, Reality on VR. Quick, lurking in the shadows. XZ, Jackson Tizzy, thank you all for hanging out and enjoying yourselves in our third matchup of the week. I think it's second of the week. Yeah, we had another pretty high tier one on Thursday. Pretty good back and forth there. Likely what we're going to be in for here this afternoon. I mean, again, it is number 1 and 2. You would anticipate this to be pretty dang close. Let's get a few jump peeks over the top from Kodiak. They get a little info. Rusty backed off. Props a nade. Doesn't connect. Really good reads from Rusty here as they drop off, recognizing the counter nade, sprint up, recognizing the other nade, catch. No, just one. Kodiak actually catching the kill. Bakari trade there. Through sight up through the center, Psychillo finds purchase, and there's no real clear path to go for. They've got kills up the middle, kills on this B site, but nothing over at A, so it very much seems like B is on the menu and not A. Kodiak has managed to creep and crawl their way up to this top floor. Jumped up relatively undetected. Rusty flies up to catch the kill. It doesn't go down to Nero, and everyone is over at B. Julian recognizing an opportunity for an A-site scanner plant. Great communication from AESIR. Good rotation as you're seeing Nero swinging out of that commitment to the fight at B. Swinging over to A to reinforce and catching a kill for their troubles. 2v2 now, and the rotation is going to be forced into the line of what is now the defense for AESIR. Paris asked AESIR to wake up in chat, and I think that's what they've done after a quick 3-0. Defensive smoke. Nice peek there. Rusty doesn't catch the kill and almost goes down for their trouble. Does go down from the flank on Nero. This identifies from Psychillo, and the time will run out. A great ring around the rosy by Julian. Good comms, and AESIR right back into it. 3-2. REKT leading, but 2 unanswered points. Obviously, AESIR looking to make it 3 and tie this half up. REKT have an opportunity to extend their lead a little bit and lean into a bit of a lead that I think they'll need going into that side swap. Jump checking for angles, but also giving away a little info with the audio cues of jumping. Prompts that need from Rusty. Rusty continues to go up and down. Oh, but it's read perfectly there by Nero. This time Rusty can't outplay the push. There is a 1-for-1 there, though. That still does prevent this from pushing up through the middle of trade. And the edges of the defense are weak. As Psychillo tries to fend off a center push, the scanner nowhere to be found. So a 2v2 fight, essentially, with scanner on a big rotation. Ooh, and Mad Dog finds the kill. Unfortunate opportunity gone wrong there for the REKT defense. Now Psychillo is going to try and make the magic happen themselves on some good rotos that will avoid the majority of utility. Scanner will go down at B, and everyone's set up and defending here. Mad Dog does get picked off by Psychillo in a very fast swing from Psychillo up to short B. This may pay off, but I don't know that they're going to be ready for Kodiak on the corner. That slows them down a bit. 30 seconds left. They have to push up, find 2 kills, and interrupt the scanner. And Psychillo rotates around to the corners. They're going to go for the interrupt. Try and one-hand some kills. As they do get some audio information there. Kodiak, 14 seconds now. The offense just has to survive, but Kodiak will go for the kill. 3-3 in a fast bounce back from AESIR. Hello, Poise. I see you in chat. Some early shots. Pretty seemingly heavy commitment to rotation B site. There's yet to be a scanner planted A. Now is a great time for a swing there, but AESIR is deploying again the spread strat. Hoping for early picks, trying to catch aggressing out. They get a 1-for-1 here, and I got eyes on the other side of the map because I frankly think this is where the push is about to happen. The scanner, at the very least, is in Julian's hands, so if Basil catches this kill, potentially stalls out all of AESIR's plans, and a vital swing from Julian. That leaves now Psychillo alone in the middle of 4 attackers. They'll go down, and AESIR start to settle into a rhythm.
Round starting. Get ready.
Infinite asking, who do I think will win? In chat. Momentum leaning into AESIR's favor now. So obviously an easier, well, not easier choice to make, but if we're going off of the current, or what our eyeballs are seeing, AESIR certainly are in dangerous territory of running away with this map. I think if they get a 5-3 lead here, take up a quick 2 rounds off the pistol in the rebound round there, we may see an AESIR map win, but REKT aren't going to let anything go easily this series. So whatever map we're on, I think REKT will be fighting pretty tooth and nail. AESIR won Season 2, though. Or no, REKT won Season 2. In the finals, technically. So AESIR... looking for that. Oh, bounce back, and what a pick from Rusty. That's insane. Pops the head, finds a double with Julian over the top there. Does go down finally, but not before disrupting AESIR. A vital round they needed to shut them down on. They want to pull this out to a 4-4 even half. With current positions, it's challenging. Mad Dog on the up top, getting rotated out to Psychillo. Heard it, tried to swing, and could not find the kill. In the smokes, Fizz stays alive, gets the scanner up just barely to their teammate before they go down in the smoke of chaos there, and now Mad Dog able to get the scanner down. 1v2, and they tuck in for a little defense. What's the duo going to do to root out the final player here? Tarmac and Akari need to work together. Utility may be a good element. That's a nice smoke. That's definitely going to deny Vision from interrupting the scanner. They may go for the scanner stick, but with 1 kill through the smoke, Tarmac able to find the other, and they will interrupt. So 4-4 half. Dead even. It's as if we've never even started.
Scan interrupted. We're switching sides.
We are even. With a side swap, AESIR go on defense and REKT attack. As the Season 1 champions show off their... Wait, what season? Gosh, wow. What match history was I looking at? They've already played this season. It was the first game of the season. That's right. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I was like, they played season 2. AESIR won. Season 1, they played in the finals, obviously, at VRML Con, and I remember now week 1 with that crazy matchup. And they stall in our pistol round here. As REKT, hesitant to work too quickly up. Little duo there, though, does catch Kilo. Excuse me, Fizz. I forget that they don't change colors. Fizz goes down. Oh, and a nice hold. Nero trying to clutch this up as Tarmac is the last alive. Gets a smoke on side, continues to try to push it over the top. Julian catches the nade kill. Tarmac goes down, and AESIR bounce back, takes back the lead, 5-4. Their first defensive round. Like I said, I think this would have been obviously better. We're looking at a 6-3. Now it would be 7-3. No, now it would have been 5-3 half. Now it would be 6-3. Be looking at pushing 7-3. I mean, there's obviously, right? It would have been a better situation for them going into this, but I do think we're going 8-8 here in map 1. I don't think we're going to be getting a score line that's going to separate itself from this other team. As we just trade back and forth up the middle. 3 kills. And ultimately, the defense better off. Neither side exactly safe for a rotate. Both with 2 defenders. AESIR staying split, as he must. So in comes the push. Scanner in hand. Akari looking for some fights. Nades and utility coming out. Catches 1. Can't get 2. Julian finds them there. The push up gets shut down by Kodiak, who swung through the middle. Now he hears footsteps behind them, but doesn't turn in time. Rusty catches 1. Swings for the second, and with Scanner down, Rusty has a lot of work to do to get over to the scanner, plant it, and then hold it down. Definitely going to be tough, and really, Julian just needs to wait to hear that scanner audio plant. Oh, man, but Rusty's doing it. Catches 1. 15 seconds left. Rusty may be going for the kills here. Instead of picking up the scanner, and Julian reads it just right. Peeks out for the kill, ends the round, and AESIR go up 6-4. Praising the knife skin, as well they should. And REKT really haven't found footing on offense quite yet. 2 points quickly to AESIR. They can't really allow AESIR to push this 7-4. Obviously, 8-4 is very dangerous territory, so they need to keep this gap close like they have been. Keep the momentum divided like they have been. And I think it's a nice choice to slow things down even more than they have. As we get a 1-for-1 trade over B site. Creepy crawly gets caught out there. Fizz peekaboos onto Psychillo and gives them a trick, not a treat. And all that's left is Tarmac alone in a 1v4. The slow roll for REKT getting absolutely denied. Utility available to toss as Tarmac's going to try the 1v2 in front of him. Gets a nice opening. Finds Kodiak, but the pinch is coming. Scanner's picked up. Doesn't matter that they're here so long because Mad Dog will eventually arrive. Catch the kill and put another point into AESIR's pocket. And we're starting to settle into a trend in this series. I think we're probably going to see 9-4, 9-4, 9-4 for 3 maps. I bet REKT take 4 rounds each map, but with AESIR looking like they are, after that round in particular, I think momentum is so heavily on their side. We're going to see what a full stack towards B looks like. And I like to see this change-up coming in from REKT. I'm trying to do something different. Fizz obviously waiting for this quick kind of play, and up through the middle, they will get denied. The edge gets completely shut down. The nade catching one up through the center, though, and that spells disaster for what is the 2 left alive. Make it 1 of the REKT offense in our what could be final round of map 1. On to that map point here for the AESIR defense. Scanner down on top of that, so really going to be a tough task for Basil to regain control here. And they should most certainly invest in Julian rotating back towards site, but maybe Julian is watching towards B, just they're watching the long hallway, waiting for that center pop out, which won't be coming. Instead, it's going to come from short B. That seems to be read by the duo that's here. It's a nice flash over the top, the swing out and the turn, and there it is. That's why Julian was there. And that's another map into the hands of AESIR. They remain undefeated for now. Still need 1 more map to lock in a series win, but 7-0 record so far this season is incredibly impressive and very clearly why they are the number 1. It's very clear why they're the number 1 team, rather, with plays like this. Coordination like that. It's what makes them the best at VAIL and in the VRML. Give them the ready up on map 2, as I believe we to get any subs. No, I don't think so. Not yet, at least. Rise for Mad Dog? Yes. Yep. Rise for Mad Dog seems to be the... Well, no, that's an AESIR player. Rise is in, though. Who'd they sub out? Basil. Yes. Rise subbing out Basil. Taquito subbing out Mad Dog. 2 subs brought in for our second map. I've told Basil we're ready. I've given the ready up to other players. As long as everyone in the lobby is ready, map 2 should be underway shortly. Let me update our scoreboard. to show that Sunna's already off of that playing field, and we'll be left with Miru or Kitty. I imagine Miru for our second map of the day. Does give us time to look at KDs. Mad Dog leading the KDs field there, 14 and 8. So interesting to see them subbed out here. Typically, you don't pull your kill leader going into the second map. That could very well be AESIR's confidence speaking for them right there. Miru, as expected, is our second map of the afternoon. Kitty, typically a amuse-bouche, a dessert, if you will, for most series. At the very least, that's what AESIR are hoping Kitty will be. They do not want map 3 to be the main dish, as they managed to take a map 1 lead, and they go on to defense for map 2. Heavy A side, B side push. Complaint logged. Gonna log it here publicly. Everyone should be complaining about this. A and B shite should always be on one side or another. A should always be on the left, or B should always be on the right. You know, like, it's got to be one. Because we just went from A being on the left to now B being on the left, and here comes the push onto B. But if it's A if you were at Sunna. The knife from Rusty doesn't connect. That could have been bad news. 4 left alive here, crashing over towards B site. AESIR looking to run away with the second map. Take an early lead and then extend it off of their defensive start. But they're having a tough time getting over-aggressive on their swings. The knife connects from Akari somehow. It's a replay for the history books. Scanner's down, so this is all net benefit for the attacking squad REKT as they take a victory there. We got to replay that knife kill. Comes zipping around the corner. Watch Akari throw that. Lobs it. Hold on. It's like watching a plasma grenade get stuck to the head of somebody across the map. Watch it go over the box. Stick. Good stuff. Back to the action we go, round 2. And they push towards B site. REKT again, putting a pause on their initial push into site. They have set up very nicely, and a great reads from AESIR, recognizing utility plays coming in, recognizing that their spots are going to be vulnerable. Julian trying to catch a kill through the smoke. A 1-for-1 trade on both sites should lead to something, as here come the kills for the attack. The smoke dissipates, and Julian finds themselves alone on site, trying to fend off everyone at Scanner, and they catch a double. Can they find more? No, they don't. Down they go to Rise. And REKT taking a 2-0 lead, much like they did in map 1. We see a good opening here from REKT. AESIR struggled in map 2 or map 1, 3-0 on Sunna when it started. Ended up winning, only letting one more round go in. So my prediction was 9-4 across the board for all the maps, and I think that it's likely REKT to take a 3rd point here. Rusty finding another early kill nicely. Oh, and Nero with a nice nade, bouncing off to the corner, catching one. Here comes the full rotation from the defense. This time not up through the middle, not getting caught out by a delayed offensive push, and instead stacking over to the back of B, making it a little harder to penetrate through. The flank is something that's coming to fruition and does get shut down. by the likes of Rise. A nice kill up through the center, and just like that, we're into a 2v2. Scanner picked up into the hands of what's going to be a B-site push, it seems, but so low HP, it's hard to tell what the play is there. Tries to jump, drops the gun, and this is being read nicely by the likes of AESIR. We can see on the overhead the rotation from them also going over to A before Scanner even goes down. Nero is here, ready and waiting for this rotation to come through, and Rise is going to be surprised that anyone is there to catch them. The Scanner goes down, though, and so Tarmac has an opportunity that's quickly denied. Nice headshot from Nero. Scanner interrupted, and a third point. No, the first point for AESIR on defense locked in.
Round starting. Get ready.
That knife replay, wow. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. Nice attempt there. Sakillo standing their ground, catching the kills. His utility comes crashing in. Fizz trades in a 1-for-1 up through the center, and Sakillo's going to try to rotate there themselves. 2v3 in favor of REKT. Make it a 2v1, 3v1 rather. Scanner can go anywhere it wants. Julian caught out in the middle now, as utility is going to be coming their way. I wonder how many nades could possibly be left, and it's such well-placed nades from REKT that Julian's lucky they got out. Scanner, though, like I said, will go down, and Julian this time won't be right at the site to defend. We'll go for a bit of a longer rotation. That should get caught out by the likes of Tarmac. There's the third point. And REKT in control of their half on offense for now. AESIR is really kind of struggling to find early picks and catch REKT on their swings. I think REKT doing a great job of being reserved in the initial few minutes. Granted, there's only 2 minutes around, the initial minute, rather. In comparison, AESIR continues to get aggressive. Flash! I don't think it mattered, but the kill comes in. The push continues, and Rise finds two. Again, over-aggression, overextension from AESIR costs them. And this time, maybe dearly. Scanner nowhere in sight. They don't have any audio cues to indicate that it's down, so there cannot be a rotation to one side or the other. If anything, Rusty's still a threat here, and does go down to Nero. Now, maybe they can assume A-site's on the menu. But Scanner most certainly will be planted, and Akari will be defending in a 1v2. REKT looking for their fourth point. We'll see if AESIR only allot them 3, though. Oh, and there's a kill. Julian catches the frag just around the corner. Says, no, no, no. Scanner won't get planted on us today. Second point locked in, and AESIR fighting on their defensive half. Miru, I think, frankly, more defensive-sided than offense. So it's good for REKT that they're leading here, up 3-2 on the attacking half. Coming off of a map 1 loss, they obviously need this win. I see Administrator comment, that knife, and then Mustache say, yeah, the REKT knife is knife. I think they were more talking about the kill with the knife, but I suppose both is great. Getting a kill with a REKT knife is probably the best case scenario for them. Early picks, not the best case scenario. And look at AESIR again, getting incredibly aggressive on defense, extending super far forward, trying to set up for a potential flank onto this B site push. Excuse me. A site if we're on Sunna. Oh, and good confidence. Great confidence. Julian catching one. Taquito with the nade. Scanner is vulnerable, and it should be an easy interrupt for Julian if they stick to it. They got to rely on their team to cover them, which Taquito should be able to do. And maybe, yeah, Rusty won't be ready for the defender to be alive. And another point for AESIR. The half looking to go 4-4, just like it did in map 1. And again, a shout out to everyone tuning in. If you are new, hit that thumbs up button. Should be a lot of new folks joining the game of VAIL in the recent weeks with the new Quest 3 and all the promotion that's been going on, the discount codes coming in from the VAIL developers. It's definitely a lot of new faces in the VAIL space. Let's be sure to be welcoming to all the new folks. Because REKT are playing this so slow, there's not a whole lot that happens until 30 seconds are left. They're forced to push in to this AESIR squad, and double kills connect. Akari and Miru finding their purchase. Taquito on the back end also here swinging, trying to get Akari out, and the nade coming in over the top. The flash not going to do a whole lot to blind Akari as they swing out, dive in, and catch the kill on Taquito. 17 seconds left. Where's Scanner? It's in Akari's hands. Julian knows this, and they're on the rotation to shut down Akari from planting. They should tuck in, force the Scanner to go down, force Akari into the situation. Avoid peeking because time will eventually tick down. And what a quick plant from Akari, even in a point locked in. I didn't think that Scanner was going to go down that quick. I don't think that the defense did either. And REKT squeak in a 4th round on the attack. That was a pretty big one, I think. For the side swap, I think it's going to matter a lot. And an opportunity now to go 5-3 on the half on attack on Miru. I think that's pretty much ideal, if not, your expected hopeful outcome, right? You can't really anticipate a full clean sweep 8-0 half, but 4-3 against AESIR so far, pretty dang good for REKT. One for one. Site's still a potential play. Another 1 for 1. And with Scanner down, now B site is all that's on the menu. Julian, I don't know if they hear the Scanner. Oh, yeah, they do now. The call out most certainly coming in. It's Taquito and Fizz practically stacked on top of each other for the swing. A little bit vulnerable to a peek from Rise, if that were the case. And as time is in the favor of defense, this duo is eventually going to have to push B towards that Scanner. And the duo goes down. Fizz and Taquito both connecting. There's the tied half. Here's the side swap. And into round 9 we go. Reset economies, go to the pistol round, and we swap sides. So now it's AESIR on the attack and REKT defending for the next 8 rounds, or until one person, or team rather, gets to 9 points. Big trades, and now a big rotation. One that is recognized nicely by Tarmac, seeing as things have slowed down on site and anticipating that this rotation was going to come in. They're committing pretty heavily to defending A now, dropping off of B entirely. Rotation back to B might be worth it, and maybe Tarmac even thinking that that could be the play.
30 seconds remaining.
They drop off their stairwell just in time. Scanners should be going down. Rise maybe not anticipating this because Tarmac should have been watching the stairs. And there's a 1-for-1. Scanner is down though, favor into the defensive side. As Rise tries to cover both angles on their swing, likely heard by Kodiak here. They're going to go for the short corner push, and Kodiak plays bring around the Rosie for the kill. And what is a great read by the AESIR offense.
Round starting.
Nice turn onto the corner peak. And REKT not on the board on defense yet. Actually, let's think about that. 9-4 map 1. Yeah, they didn't get an offensive point when it came to the side swaps, so we'll see if AESIR are going to dominate the offense as much as they did defense on Sunna. Good opener there. Kodiak catching Akari, trying to get aggressive through the middle. Bit of utility dribbling in, but so far nothing much. Rise catches 1. Taquito there trying to swing up, so it's 4-4. Julian shuts that down on the offense, and still one tucked in. Psykilla waiting for their moment to spring out and waiting too long as Fizz shuts it down. On the stairs, Rise is all that's left. Scanner most certainly to go down at B site, and AESIR looking to take another point, push this up 6-4. Everyone dropping back. Knives coming in from AESIR this time. And through the boxes. The kill connects.
Get ready.
Little scuba dance from Fizz, and AESIR up 6-4. Right into the doorway, tucking into their corner on the smoke. Most certainly their position given away, but everyone rotating over towards B. Almost so much utility getting tossed at them to disrupt their push to B. Looks like that play is called off, at least in the immediate play for the quick push. 1-for-1. Weakens the on-site defense. You can assume that there's probably one other defending the A site, so if you get one down, you might have an advantage. Zakari swings out, and a nice repeat from Taquito. do stay even, Steven, 3-3. And a good read coming in from Rise. Recognizing A site was a little bit light on defense. And as that smoke comes in, most certainly an indicator that A site's where the push is coming from. Actually, that may have been a defensive smoke that came in there from Rise. As they trade, Julian's alive and the scanner goes down. Another kill comes through. A 1-for-1. Tarmac has an opportunity to find this kill before getting pinched, before into a 2v1. It seems like just in time. Kodiak is here. Hears the footsteps, catches the kill through the smoke. Another point on the attack for AESIR. 3 to go for the 9-4 to have 2 to go, excuse me, for 9-4. And in comes Fizz, barreling through towards B site. A big double kill that cracked the egg as Akari and Kodiak, Tarmac find their kills. There's another for Akari as they come flying out of the smoke. And just like that, things are in chaos. Akari picks up the last they need, and they've defended successfully. REKT not going to go down 9-4 in map 2. My prediction's thrown off as they put up their 5th point on the board. Chip away at the lead just a touch. We're not quite to map point just yet, but AESIR are darn close. Off of a good solid hold from Akari, catching 3 kills there. A lot of jumps, a lot of hops, a lot of audio cues coming in over at B site, but no push yet. This time AESIR trying to slow things down a little bit. I don't know if that's the solution they needed, because going fast worked so well for them, at least in their initial setup. It was a matter of following through where they had trouble. Taquito's still a serious threat on site, though. The kill comes in to Saikilo. 28 seconds left is a lot of time. And with a lot of utility, this duo should be able to handle interrupting the scanner. Rusty on the corner, gonna swing, finds the kill, and it's interrupted for another point. REKT may take map 2 at this rate. May be able to fight back against the AESIR powerhouse that is, off of a map 1 victory. But we're not there yet. 2 points to go for AESIR, 3 for REKT now, as this lead is only a point. Another bit of a failed offensive push-up here. Not completely busted yet, as there's still a 3v2 in front of them. A big kill there through the smoke. And as the scanner goes down in the chaos, it will go down. A nice pick there, and 2 kills connect for a third. We've got 8 points on AESIR's side. They're headed to the match point. Off of a chaotic, to say the least, push in towards that B site. A heck of a plant and peek there from Fizz, for sure, too. At this point, I might argue that they're carbonation, not just Fizz. Vital trade that shuts things down quite a bit there. Akari, the main killer for this defense, though, and there's still a threat. Both them and Rise getting ready to push up now. Scanner down, and there's so much time. The whole team drops back. This is going to be a very hard map to win, a very hard series to win, a very hard couple of kills to lock in as AESIR look at just 28 seconds away from taking the series win. Doing it 2 times this season, no less. REKT most certainly wanting to avoid that. Here comes the push-up. The duo trying to retake, and the duo getting shut down by Julian and Taquito. And AESIR with the 9-6. Take map number 3. 2. I was doing math in my head. There we go. There we go. The scores are correct now. Map 2 locked in by AESIR. And it means that Kitty is the dessert for our series this afternoon. A final map that won't determine our series winner, but will determine growth and loss in MMR overall. I think it's at this stage that we may see AESIR run away with the map. Taking a quick gander at the KDs, Fizz 18 and 12 as the leader on the board after that one. Akari 12 and 11. Most certainly trying to get that team through to a map 3 decider, but not quite. Overall, solid bit of back and forth from the 2 best teams in the region, though, as you'd expect. Does mean that AESIR will go up 8 and 0. REKT will go 5 and 3, and the undefeated Monolith continues. I don't know what's happening for our 3rd map. Does look like there's a few connection issues. But I do think we're headed into it. Right now, it looks like AESIR are down a player. But I think we're going in. Maybe we're not. False start? Yeah, a bit of a false start. Something's amiss. Oh, there we go. Back to it. Little warm-up round, and then we'll be into our final map of the afternoon. Shout out to the folks that have been sticking around.
Match starting.
taking a look at chat. Catching up, as they say. I don't know what a cook caster would be, but I have been getting into a lot of recipes, and I was thinking about doing some cooking streams, so. If you guys are saying that I should cast myself cooking ramen with a nice hard-boiled egg, marinated, of course, and pork belly, then yeah, we can do that. I can cast that all day. Just fried up some orange chicken the other day. Delicious. Oil and everything, you know. Hardcore stuff. There's a kill, connecting in as like Kilo. The first to go down. Rusty's dead on sights, weak. AESIR looking to take an early point on the attack, and Kitty a very offensive-sided map as of late. And what is otherwise a demoralizing loss for REKT, they still do have to play out the third map. Very curious to see if AESIR are going to be able to maintain that focus here. A couple of extra points on the board minimizes damage done to their overall rank. Opening kill. A chance, though, for Rise to maybe do some damage. Spring out and surprise this offense that's otherwise suppressed and stuck in the skate park. Going to have to work themselves out eventually, and they're gonna do that with a little rotation and a nice headshot from, nope, Nero actually catching Rise first. Akari manages to catch the tail of Mad Dog. But another solid defensive point on the board for AESIR. Offense. They were defending the scanner. You know what I mean. I mean, now is the time. VAIL is 69% off if you use their discount code, which they've been promoting quite heavily on Twitter and social media. I just saw actually a post in the Gorilla Tag community about about VAIL with that discount code, so definitely a good time to pick it up. I mean, you're getting it for only 30% of its costs. That's a good deal. That's a very good deal for the quality of game that VAIL is. I think you would tell anybody to buy Breachers if it was 30%. If it cost 30% of what the price was. It cost $8, yeah. Pretty easy. Easy, I recommend. Maybe Kitty shouldn't be the final map for the AESIR squad. They're very clearly comfortable at this stage on Kitty. No less on the attack. For a map that used to be so defensive-sided. And I think that's mainly because you could throw 8 grenades last season. Nice Nice frag there from Akari. The duo's going to try and push up through the smoke. Could be the first defensive round to come in. Look at this little angle here on the edge of the smoke. A great play from Julian. Scanner's down, though, not planted. Oh, no, it is planted. 10 seconds left. Just needs to buy time, and Julian finds the kill instead. I thought I was hearing the scanner down audio. 3-0, though, and this time AESIR are the ones to take that 3-0 lead, not REKT. First kill for the first time coming in from REKT. They've got themselves a kill advantage. Every frag has been going, falling AESIR's way early. Maybe where Kodiak's managed to get to. Quite crazy as Mad Dog catches one. Rise and Akari as Akari pushes up, not finding anything. Mad Dog finds a second through the middle. Eventually, Akari's going to have to try and hit this edge, and they're hearing the rotation, so they're in a great spot to spring a trap. Julian swings out. There's the second, but Kodiak, too many alive, and they catch the kill. I don't think they know Scanner's down. Psychilo certainly aware there's a player at A. Here's the footsteps, and with the scanner going down, they will be obviously aware that a scanner is planted here. There's a player on now defense tucked in, and Kodiak with full HP. Gonna try and fend off Psychilo. Ooh, and I don't think they're going to see Kodiak in that corner unless they're ready for him, and they're waiting for him, and they see the rifle there, and the swing out, and Kodiak connects. Somehow AESIR come out on top.
Round starting.
9-4, 9-6 overall scoreline, 18-10. Now pushed up 22-10. For the first time in a series, REKT are up in the first half by pretty commanding fashion. 4 points needed in a row by this REKT defense. They need to start to come together here now. They're in danger of having an 8-0 half. Nice kill there. Mad Dog's scooping up Tarmac. Ooh, and Rusty on the short corner comes alive. Mad Dog not ready for that. The nade nearly catches on the swing out there. Still not connecting. Somehow Mad Dog and Rusty's still alive. And now as Mad Dog gets pinched from all angles, the scanner should eventually go down. Took a bit of time, but it's there. Rusty finally free from their prison. And the duo going to work up a 1-for-1 there. That keeps going the way of AESIR. They can afford these 1-for-1s all day. Another point on the board. 5-0 map 3.
Round starting. Get ready.
Always good to be supportive of your favorite team. My thought process is to always be cheering on your team and not cheering down your opponent. I think it's very easy. You just simply always encourage your team if they're winning, and obviously if they're losing, and limit your discussion about the team you're rooting against. Unless it's positive, then by all means. The old adage, if you can't say anything nice, don't say it at all. Usually works out pretty well. It's like Kilo connecting nicely. 3-3, REKT, maybe get a point on the board here. Still, though, AESIR in control, obviously, with the series win in their pocket. They've got the momentum. They've been riding it quite well, this map. As the scanner goes down, Tarmac connects. First time REKT have been in an advantage, I think, in kills, but now quickly even back to a 2-2. Smoke goes down, nade comes in, scanner quickly planted. Kodiak survives with a slice of health. Continues to defend Miru full. Duo into a 2v2. Seconds ticking down. They just need to buy time. There's the trick, but the ankles get nipped. Rise finds the final kill they need in a double, and finally REKT get a point on the defensive board. So a little thumbs up and a poke to the eyes of their favorite teammate. A standard way of celebration. Gouge the eyes out of your teammate. Standard stuff here. Into a map 3, round 7 we go. Almost done with our first half, and almost a perfect half for AESIR on the attack. That smoke designed to catch out some coughs, give away some audio cues. As Kodiak inspects their sweet weapon skin. Waits for that smoke to dissipate. The rest of the offense trying to find picks and pokes and prod their way up through the middle. Scanner on the rotation. Tarmac tries to catch it. A very hard pick to get on the full sprint. But the rotation is here, and they gotta be wondering, are they gonna be ready for Kodiak, who's tucked right up to the front lines, waiting for the rotation to come in. Scanner goes down. Sakilo has made their way out, though. Ooh, in the ankles. Nearly nips like Kilo. Playing Ring Around the Rosie. Time ticks down. It can take 30 seconds to catch your opponent as you spin around and chase the tail. Eventually, Julian's peeks out, and AESIR, again, almost that perfect half. 6-1, last round of the half, and then we swap sides. REKT looking to put a second on the board here. Scanner is towards A, though. B, because now we swap sides again. Technically, it's just Miru that's wrong if we think about it. HP bar is pretty low, 1 for 1. Mid's in their control, but not for a whole lot longer. As Fizz does get picked off. This second round not looking so good unless Julian can rotate clutch and... yeah. Started with Akari, but shut down there. 3 more points to go for AESIR to take a map, and now the hard part is starting for REKT here. Swapping defense, and again, defense being the harder side. Definitely a chance for REKT to put a few points on the board, maybe even grab this map. They put 2 on defense, which might be enough. That was a knife by Mad Dog. Yeah, they pulled out the knife and got that kill right there. That's our second knife kill of the day. That's crazy. Barely see any to 2-in-1 series. Scanner down. Oh, I gotta swap teams, obviously, as AESIR. Not down. Ooh, and Kodiak with the double. Catches Rusty out. 2 points to go for a map win from AESIR. Some big kills here. Nice kill from Fizz. There's the triple. Rise knows where the pressure is going to come from. Scanner very much down, so they have to pick it up here from B site side. Comeback could happen here. Had to start with that kill, though, and one more for AESIR, and they've got themselves a third map. Map point. Series already decided. A 9-2 map 3, though, would put AESIR in clear control and cleanly into that first place position if they're not, as if they're not already. 7-0 is pretty good compared to 5-2, but now they're 8-0 to the 5-3 of REKT. This season most certainly looking to be AESIR's season, but we're not to the postseason quite yet. First kill does go into REKT's hands. Julian's Push so far up. They're going to swing out. They're going to catch a refrag. They'll put it back to a 4-4. Tarmac, in the meanwhile, concerned about how far Julian is extended up, and so they will catch Nero in their efforts to clear out a site. A slow and quiet rotation is on its way, though, and I don't know if Julian's going to be anticipating this. Their position already given away. And now down. Akari finds the kill. Could be REKT's third point. As the scanner going to go down towards... I can remember A or B. A, I tried to close my eyes and remember which one it was. Only one left, standing between a map being done and REKT continuing to fight here. Flashes come in. On sight, Akari finds Fizz. Takes half health. Scanner interrupted there. Kodiak is going to push up and they'll go down. For some reason, we're still playing. I get hungry and hungrier, and we stick around. Started to think about dinner too much there because I thought the series was over, but no. Oh man, AESIR just throwing themselves at REKT here. Exactly playing a tight defense like they have the last couple of rounds, but a nice pickup there evens things back 3-3. Big pick there puts AESIR in control 3-2. Scanner down no less too, but I don't know that they hear that. Tarmac in particular getting pretty aggressive, pushing forward instead of going for that scanner. The trade goes into the favor there, and there is AESIR taking it 9-3. A solid series win from the undefeated squad this season, and a congratulations to them. A hard-fought loss for REKT, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. AESIR remain undefeated, remain the team to beat going into Week 9. And they're going to be a team we got to keep our eyes on in these late weeks of the season because they may run away with an undefeated record in Season 2. A lot to look forward to, obviously, as we're not quite done with the regular season yet. Still got plenty of weeks left, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. But that's it for me here tonight. My name is Ben Nightfire with 2 E's. I'll see you all next time. VAIL VRML is brought to you by XLab, Exclaim, Helga, the esports manager, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Thanks for watching VRML.